South Korea and the Philippines are close friends in Asia. Their relationship is often described as a model of regional partnership built on years of cooperation and mutual respect. The roots of their friendship go back many decades, all the way to the early 1950s. During the Korean War, the Philippines was one of the first Asian countries to send troops to support South Korea, showing great courage and solidarity in a time of crisis. This act of support laid the foundation for a bond that has only grown stronger over the years. Since those early days, the two countries have expanded their cooperation far beyond the battlefield. Today, they work closely together in many areas, including trade, education, technology, and security. Joint military exercises and regular business meetings help both nations learn from each other and grow together. High-level officials from both sides often meet to discuss new ways to help each other, whether it's sharing knowledge, building new projects, or responding to emergencies. These meetings are a testament to their ongoing commitment to partnership. This strong partnership is built on shared values such as respect, trust, and a desire for progress. Both countries see each other not just as allies, but as true friends. Both South Korea and the Philippines believe deeply in democracy and peace. They have worked together to promote these ideals, not only in their own countries, but also throughout the region. As neighbors in a rapidly changing part of the world, they share a vision for a safer, more prosperous Asia. They want to see their region grow, stay secure, and offer better opportunities for future generations. Their leaders often remind the world that neighbors must help one another, especially in times of need. Whether it's disaster relief, humanitarian aid, or joint development projects, both countries are quick to lend a helping hand. Recently, South Korea made a major announcement that will further strengthen this friendship. The government revealed a significant plan to support the Philippines' defense capabilities. By the year 2029, South Korea will deliver 12 brand new state-of-the-art warships to the Philippine Navy. These vessels are designed to help protect the Philippines' vast maritime territory and ensure the safety of its people. This is a major step forward in their friendship, marking a new chapter of trust and cooperation. The agreement was celebrated by both navies, highlighting the pride and excitement felt on both sides. The delivery of these warships is more than just a military deal. It's a symbol of the deep trust and long-term commitment between South Korea and the Philippines. In this essay, we will explore why South Korea is providing these advanced warships, what roles they will play in the region, and how this partnership will benefit both countries for many years to come. Their story is a powerful example of how nations can work together for peace, security, and shared prosperity. The Philippines is an island nation made up of more than 7,000 islands, scattered across the vast blue waters of the Western Pacific. Its unique geography means that the sea is not just a border, but a lifeline, connecting communities, supporting trade, and providing food for millions of people. The Philippine Navy is tasked with the enormous responsibility of patrolling and protecting this massive maritime territory. Their job is to keep the country's waters safe, secure, and free from threats, which is no small feat given the sheer size of the area they must cover. However, the Navy faces a long list of challenges that make this mission even more difficult. From limited resources to aging equipment, the obstacles are significant and growing. Many of the ships in the fleet are old, some showing clear signs of rust and wear. These vessels have served for decades and are now in urgent need of replacement. In fact, some of these ships were built more than 40 years ago, long before modern technology changed the face of naval warfare. These aging ships are not only slow, but their weapons and defense systems are outdated, making them less effective in today's fast-changing security environment. Frequent breakdowns are common, forcing Navy technicians to spend valuable time and resources on repairs instead of focusing on their main mission. With so many ships in need of maintenance, it becomes even harder for the Navy to patrol the country's vast waters and respond quickly to emergencies or threats. The challenges don't stop there. The Navy must also deal with new and evolving threats, such as illegal fishing, smuggling, piracy, and the presence of foreign ships in Philippine waters. These issues put additional pressure on an already stretched force. Training is another area where the Navy struggles. Many sailors are forced to learn their skills on outdated equipment, which makes it difficult to keep up with the demands of modern naval operations. The lack of access to the latest technology means that sailors are often at a disadvantage, especially when compared to the navies of neighboring countries. Sometimes, the radar and communication systems on board are decades old, making it hard to detect threats or coordinate with other ships and command centers. These outdated systems can lead to confusion during joint exercises with allies and slow down the Navy's response during real emergencies, putting both sailors and the nation at risk. Because of all these challenges, old ships, outdated technology, and limited training, the Philippine Navy is in urgent need of support and modernization. To effectively protect the country's waters, the Navy needs more ships, better technology, and stronger training programs for its sailors. Upgrading the fleet is not just about having new ships, it's about ensuring the safety and security of the entire nation. That is why acquiring new, modern warships is so important. These upgrades will help the Philippine Navy face the challenges of today and tomorrow, and safeguard the country's future at sea. The Philippines is an island nation, made up of over 7,000 islands, and its people have always relied on the sea for their survival and prosperity. The ocean is not just a border, it is a lifeline that connects communities, supports livelihoods, and shapes the nation's identity. Every day, countless Filipinos depend on the sea for food, trade, and travel, making maritime security a matter of national importance. Most goods that Filipinos use, everything from food to electronics, arrive by ship. The country's ports are busy hubs of activity, linking the Philippines to the rest of the world. At the same time, many families rely on fishing as their main source of income, passing down skills and traditions from one generation to the next. The waters surrounding the Philippines are rich in natural resources. Beneath the waves lie valuable reserves of oil and gas, while the seas teem with fish and other marine life. These resources are essential for the country's energy needs, food security, and economic growth. Protecting these resources is vital for the country's economy and for the well-being of millions of Filipinos. If these resources are lost or stolen, it can have a direct impact on jobs, food prices, and the nation's future. However, the Philippines faces many threats in its waters. Illegal fishing is widespread, with poachers using destructive methods that damage the environment and steal from local communities. This not only threatens fish stocks but also undermines the livelihoods of honest fishermen. Foreign ships sometimes enter Philippine territory without permission, challenging the country's sovereignty and putting pressure on local resources. These incursions can lead to dangerous confrontations and raise tensions in the region. Smugglers also use the sea to move illegal drugs, weapons, and other contraband. These criminal activities threaten the safety of communities and undermine the rule of law. There are also ongoing disputes over islands and reefs, especially in the South China Sea. These disputes involve not just the Philippines, but also neighboring countries, making the region a hotspot for potential conflict. Maritime security is not just about stopping crime or defending borders. It is about ensuring safe passage for ships, protecting the environment, and building trust with neighboring countries through cooperation and joint patrols. Ultimately, maritime security is about protecting people and their way of life. Coastal communities depend on the sea for their daily needs, and any threat to maritime security is a threat to their future. If the Navy and Coast Guard cannot patrol and secure the country's vast waters, the Philippines risks losing its resources, facing greater security challenges, and seeing its communities suffer. This can hurt families and businesses, leading to lost jobs, higher prices, and less food on the table for many Filipinos. For all these reasons, the Philippines needs a strong and modern Navy. Well-equipped ships and trained personnel are essential for defending the nation's interests and ensuring peace at sea. More and better ships mean safer waters, more jobs for Filipinos, and a stronger, more resilient economy. Investing in maritime security also creates opportunities for local industries and strengthens national pride. This is why the arrival of new warships from South Korea is so important. These vessels represent a major step forward in protecting the Philippine seas, securing its future, and ensuring that the nation's maritime heritage continues for generations to come. South Korea's gift includes 12 brand new warships for the Philippines Navy. Most of these ships will be offshore patrol vessels, or OPVs. OPVs are like floating police stations. They patrol large areas, watch for trouble, and help other ships if needed. These new warships are much faster and stronger than the old ones. They will have modern radar, better weapons, and advanced navigation systems. Some will be able to launch small boats or even carry helicopters. This means they can chase pirates, stop smugglers, and help during disasters. The ships will also be made with the latest technology from South Korea. This includes strong engines, smart sensors, and digital controls. Filipino sailors will be trained to use them safely and well. With these 12 new ships, the Philippines Navy can watch its seas more closely. They can respond faster to problems and work better with allies. This is a big step for the whole country. South Korea has a long history of helping the Philippines. In the past, it has donated military equipment like fighter jets, helicopters, and small naval vessels. South Korea also trains Filipino soldiers and sailors in its schools. Back in 2015, South Korea gave the Philippines 2 former Navy ships. These ships help the Philippines patrol its waters better. Korean companies have also built or repaired some of the Philippines' biggest warships. This support has really made a big difference. The two countries often join military exercises together, which helps them learn from each other and prepare for emergencies. South Korea also shares technology and information to help the Philippines modernize its forces. This history of support is a sign of trust. It shows that South Korea wants a strong and safe neighbor. The new warships are the latest example of this special relationship. The 12 new warships will transform the Philippines Navy. First, they will replace old ships that are hard to maintain. New ships break down less and are easier to keep ready for action. This means the Navy can spend more time at sea. Second, the new ships will have better technology. Advanced radar and sensors will help sailors see farther and find threats faster. New communication systems will make it easier to work with other countries, like the United States and Japan. Third, these warships can do more than just patrol. They can rescue people during storms, support coast guards, and help during natural disasters. In times of conflict, they can defend the country's islands and resources. Finally, getting these ships will boost the confidence of the Philippines Navy. Sailors will feel proud to serve on modern vessels. It will also encourage young people to join the Navy and protect their country. This deal makes both countries safer. By giving new warships, South Korea helps the Philippines protect its seas. This also helps South Korea because a stable neighbor means more security for the whole region. The two navies will work together more closely. They can share information, train together, and respond to threats faster. This creates a strong network of friends in Asia. If there is a crisis, they can help each other quickly. Stronger ties also mean more trade and investment. When countries feel safe, they do more business together. This can lead to more jobs and better lives for people in both countries. Most importantly, this partnership sends a message to others. It shows that countries in Asia can work together for peace instead of fighting. Burikan sa Mayroon. By 2029, the Philippines Navy will look very different. With 12 new warships, it will be stronger and more modern. The sailors will have better skills and tools to protect their country. Training will be a big focus. South Korea will help the Philippines learn new ways to use their ships and keep them in good shape. This will make sure the new ships last a long time and stay ready for action. Other countries in the region may also notice this change. They might want to work with the Philippines and South Korea to keep the seas safe. This could lead to bigger partnerships and even more cooperation. In the future, the Philippines and South Korea could help other countries facing the same challenges. Their friendship might inspire more peace and teamwork in Asia. South Korea's gift of 12 warships is more than just a military deal. It is a sign of deep friendship and trust. Both countries know that working together makes them stronger and safer. The new warships will help the Philippines Navy protect its waters, people, and resources. They will modernize the fleet and give sailors the tools they need for today's challenges. Most of all, this gift opens the door for even more cooperation. As the two nations sail forward together, they set an example for peace and partnership in Asia. Their wave of hope will help keep the region safe for years to come.